State of Texas versus Antonia Maria Bosinas. That's you?
Sorry.
Present with your attorney, Mr. West, and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this motion to revoke probation, which was filed on December 30th?
All right, pause here. This is the judge opening what's called a motion to revoke. Probation hearing, basically the courts deciding whether this woman messed up her probation terms badly enough to send her to jail. You'll notice he's moving fast. That's because these hearings are often rapid fire, but the stakes still huge.
Of last year, can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
And please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you may make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Lower your hands. In summary, ma'am, this states that on May 29th of last year in this criminal district court, you were sentenced to 2 years in the state jail, and that was suspended, and you were placed on probation for 5 years for forgery. Is that true? Well, it looks like forgery, elderly person. Allegation 1 states you committed the offense of engaging in organized criminal activity on or about July 19th, 2024 in Chambers County, Texas. What are we doing on that?
She's probably not through
What are we pleading to?
I believe which one is it, number 3? Shot.
Number 3 states you admitted to and signed an admission on or about November 15th, 2024 with the Chambers County Sheriff's Office that in using illegal drugs, methamphetamine, on or about November 11th, 2024, which was in violation of condition 10 of your probation order, which states do not use or possess any drug. Is that true?
Your Honor, we're abandoning the first two. They've not been indicted, nor do I think they are really probably going to be indicted.
Okay.
Over in Chambers County.
Number 4 states you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required in violation of condition 18 of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
It's true.
Are you pleading true then to allegations 3 and 4 of this motion to revoke probation voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and based upon discussions with your attorney? Do you understand that a voluntary and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that can be enough to grant a motion to revoke probation by a preponderance of the evidence or greater? Your probation can...
That's a serious warning, and this is key. The judge doesn't need proof beyond a reasonable doubt like in a normal trial. Here it's just preponderance of the evidence, meaning if it's even slightly more likely she violated probation, she's done. That lower standard trips up a lot of people on probation.
Can be revoked, and you can be sentenced to no less than 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true today? I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true.
Okay.
All right, there's no agreement.
No.
Okay. Defense?
I'll call my client, Ms. Martinez. I think she sworn her.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that. Yes, we did with the plea. Ms. Martinez, you just collect 3 different issues here or allegations. Let's go.
3 and 4. Allegations 3 and 4.
Yeah. Community service. You are currently incarcerated, is that correct?
How much time?
And currently, I believe we looked at yesterday, you have 278 days in Jefferson County, correct? Okay. But before that time started, you were incarcerated somewhere else, correct? You gave up your sentence report. So in December of 2024, in custody in Chambers County, is that correct? Okay. All right. So you haven't been able to catch up with or do community service because you've been incarcerated, right? Okay. Had you done any community service before you were incarcerated?
I was looking at places, didn't you?
Okay. You were beginning of crime. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let me back over here. So before you were locked up, you were preparing to start doing your community service, right? Okay. But you got arrested in Chambers County for allegations over there, right? And then you were put in jail over there. In December of 2024. And since then, had this motion about filed on you, and Jefferson got filed on you as well. Okay. So now you go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you haven't been able to secure the information, correct? All right. So let's talk about the drugs. There was an allegation that you had used drugs while you were on probation. Is that correct? Okay. You even admitted it to your supervision officer in Chambers County, correct? Because you're on courtesy supervision, meaning that you're on probation still, but you were checked and can't count. And you admitted that you had used.
There's a possibility of what it feels.
That they were testing you, and you said, I'm probably gonna fail.
She had asked me if she would send me to do a drug test if I would fail, and I told her most likely yes. Because I used it 2-3 weeks before the time.
Did you tell her you did a drug test prior to that?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Tested positive for methamphetamine?
Oh.
She admitted it. She did it in test.
She never sent me to do a test.
Okay, but you admitted. You
Yes.
usually.
Yes.
And when did you do that?
It was like 2-3 weeks before I recorded it.
I don't
It was a
think I would.
one-time time.
It probably wouldn't have appeared on a test.
I mean, she was very forthcoming, and that was what I was getting at.
Okay.
Laid out the fact that
I see.
you hadn't tested positive before, right?
Yes.
And in this case, you admitted that you didn't, right? You were always very forthcoming and honest with your probation officer. All right, and you felt telling her that you might be positive would be better than her finding out that you were positive.
Now here's where things start to crumble. The classic first-time biggest mistake defense, but notice how the judge isn't buying it. He's pushing for details. Testing her honesty in probation hearings. Credibility is everything if the judge senses a lie. Mercy usually flies right out the window.
Correct.
But they never changed. She
never.
All right. So, have you ever been in trouble before this? This is your first violation. Had you been doing new law probation before this? Sure. Where did you get the methamphetamine from?
It was just around.
What do you mean? What was
Like I had the wrong people was around
Who gave you the methamphetamine?
this guy. So
Who did you get it from? So you don't know who you got the methamphetamine from?
Oh, you know it was methamphetamine?
I don't know. It was the first time I've ever did drugs, and I tried it for the first time, and it was the biggest mistake in my life.
You know it was methamphetamine. You've been telling us it was meth. How did you know that?
I mean, that's what they said it was.
Who said that?
I don't remember. I don't know.
So you think you lose your memory by using methamphetamine once?
So I don't.
You can't remember anything.
No, I
You're in front of me right now,
Yes, sir.
and I'm going to make a determination how forthcoming you are, and you're losing the contest right now. I don't believe much of what you're saying.
I'm telling you, Judge. I was in.
I've heard that before. You can imagine. Everybody says that.
Yes, sir.
The test is what makes sense.
I was staying at a motel at the time, and it was just
What motel was that?
a motel. Oh no, Days Inn in Winnie.
And who's paying for that?
The hurricane.
Who paid for that?
The FEMA.
For a hurricane?
For the last hurricane that we had, FEMA was paying for it.
So while you were evacuating and people are paying for you to stay while you're evacuating, you feel like the right thing is to use methamphetamine.
So it was the right thing to do.
But you did it.
I did.
You made the choice.
Yes, I tried once.
Right.
How much restitution did you?
Nothing yet.
How did you pay for the drugs?
No. It was just given to me.
Someone just walked up and gave you the drugs?
It was people. It was all hanging out. It was just given.
You don't know any of their names?
I promise you I do not.
Just random people come and get
Well,
some.
yes, basically. We was all just hanging out, group of people.
That's what you should. Let's talk about that real quick. There's a group of you guys hanging out around the hotel, around the pool, or where were we?
No, we was all just hanging out.
Like in the parking lot, inside, anybody's room?
Well, we was outside and we came in, but we never really introduced each other.
Was it, did you smoke the meth? Is that?
I ate it.
Okay. So it's like a gummy or something like that, or is it kind of
It was just, I ate it. I don't know. It's a little piece of thing and I just.
So you don't know even if it was meth. Yeah, but you don't also use some kind of illegal substance. Believe
And that's because I was told it was that.
you were told it was meth.
Yes, right.
And who were you staying at the hotel with?
Just me and my children.
And where were your children at?
They was inside it, right?
So now you said everybody came inside the room
We was all inside.
while your children were in there?
It wasn't around them.
Oof. That line hit hard. The judge is deliberately twisting the knife, not to humiliate her, but to drive home. how serious the lapse was. This is part of what's called a judicial dressing down, a tough love moment meant to wake defendants up, though. Sometimes it borders on pure frustration.
Plus that I ate it.
So you came in the room.
It was all outside. We come inside, and it was given to me outside.
Who was taking care of the children while you were out there using illegal drugs?
My oldest son is 16. I got a 16-year-old, 15-year-old. He was just inside playing video games.
I guess it's a good thing they're more responsible than their mother. That's terrible.
I mean,
That's a terrible thing to be doing when you got children to take care of.
I understand.
Do you really?
I do, yes, sir.
No, you came in way ahead of everybody else. Only you and getting high. That's more important?
Yes, no, sir.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
Your actions speak louder than your words can. You're committing, you're on probation, you have everything to lose. You're using drugs, serious drugs, methamphetamine. The kids were in an evacuation, a tragic situation happening. You're getting high, the kids are upstairs, and the 16-year-old is taking care of everything.
No, I mean, I was there taking care of them.
Using methamphetamine in front of you.
It wasn't in front.
Well, you were using it, right? You got
It was
it?
just a one-time thing.
Who was, wait, did you get the methamphetamine in front of the children?
No,
Who was taking care of the children when you were making the drug deals? You don't have anything to say.
no, sir. I mean, I walked outside for literally 20 minutes.
You know what can happen in 20 minutes?
A lot happened because I've been incarcerated for the last few months.
20 minutes to a child?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you must not, but you know what it takes to make a drug deal work. And meanwhile, the kids are by themselves.
Yes, sir.
You don't get parent of the year, man.
No, not at all. And I mean, I understand that, and I've learned a lot. It's been 10 months, and I've been away from my children, and I'm on the verge of losing my mom, right now.
You know, once again, it's all about you, isn't it?
No, sir, it's not. It's about
What's the greatest gift you can give to your child?
what do you mean?
What's the greatest gift you can, as a parent, can give to a child?
Just to be there.
Good examples. Role model.
Mm.
Not mom, the drug user.
Correct. My children doesn't know anything.
You know it.
Yeah, I do. You're absolutely right. Yes, sir.
And you can't play both sides of the street, man. You can't say, I'm a great parent, but I'm committing felony offenses on the side. You think children aren't going to find out about it?
I mean, I
And do you think do you think keeping that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde lifestyle is good and healthy for children in a home?
just
Where's the father?
they've never been in their lives.
Where's the father?
I don't know.
So they got to rely on you.
Yes, sir, they do.
And you're sitting here with a felony and using drugs.
It was a one-time use, so. I'm real. It's just a one-time, and it's a big.
Wait.
In my life.
I'm sorry. How many violations of a crime does it take to be a criminal?
I mean, just one. Like,
Okay.
really right.
You don't take that step. I never had problems making choices because it was easy to see what my children could lose or my family could, or what I could lose personally. It never was a hard choice. You've got children who rely on. If you're down, no, you're down with the drugs, having a good time during evacuation. You got to do a lot more. You got to do a lot better on role modeling as a responsible parent than what is happening in this hearing.
Yes.
Oh, well, we all know this is such a clear choice.
This is wild mid-hearing, the judge realizes. There's another open case that never got processed. That's a clerical mess, but it changes everything if that missing case gets signed. She could be looking at up to 10 years, not to imagine sitting there realizing your situation might have just doubled in severity on the spot.
You made clearly a bad choice.
It most definitely was a bad choice.
Okay.
No further questions.
Anything else?
Nothing further on.
What should we do? Kate, you can go first.
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I thought if she was trying to be honest and wanted help and potentially be successful, but obviously with her answers, she's expecting us to believe she had no idea all these individuals that she was around doing drugs. Can't name the name of one of them. And Your Honor,
Side note, fire just blew out. The other case she has, 23 CR 2210, there was an indictment on this that she pleaded guilty to and was placed on, I guess, deferred or unadjudicated probation on that one as well. I'm going, where's that other case? Because we're just on this one. Well, a motion to revoke probation was filed almost a year ago, and it never got to me to be signed. I mean, she's been on probation for credit or debit card abuse, right?
I was on.
Third-degree felony on that, other than this forgery of elderly, but these were all handled at the same time. She pleaded guilty to both of these on May 29th of 2024, but this 2210 never made it to me for signing. It's just sitting in the file. And we just had this motion to revoke probation in 2209 that was filed and moved forward on. What do y'all want? Not to interrupt things in the middle of this, but we've got a missing piece that's pretty important in the disposition of all of this. It looks like it's something that I think can run concurrently because it seemed to be at the same time, and maybe crimes carved out of a criminal episode. I'm not sure about it, but this one,
And they both were filed, Your Honor, on December.
this was a third-degree felony. The one we're handling is state jail felony. This new one is a third-degree felony. So she's looking at up to 10 years in prison on that one. If the thing is signed, and it was apparently submitted.
Yes, sir. They were filed on December 30th, 2000.
I mean, it should have been signed 10 months ago. What do I want to do before I make findings here on this, or make findings on this? State jail felony, that is going to be a high crime, right?
Yes, Your Honor. The other one's 10 years for the credit card.
What do you want to do, John?
All right, I would suggest we move forward on the state jail and see what happens on that. Obviously, thing with the court goes, maybe we'll take care of that without agreement. But I don't want the court to rule on the one that we want to wait around, because it's obviously exposed.
I'm not going to run it. Yeah.
But I think we keep moving on this one, and depending on what's done on that one, okay, resolve that one as well.
What are you asking for, Mr. Boyd, on the one here again?
The 2 years state jail, Your Honor, on that one. Again, she's not taking responsibility here. She has no idea who was giving her the drugs. It's like she doesn't know what meth was, but she knows it was meth that they told her. Just feel like she hasn't learned the lesson. She hasn't paid any of the restitution back in this entire time, but yet she's able to acquire drugs with her children in the hotel room right next to us. I believe 2 years is appropriate, Your Honor.
I would request to reinstate her back on probation, since that we more or less have one violation. Community service, because she's been locked up for a long time, she hasn't been able to do it. Then it comes down to whether drugs. This is a situation where she wasn't tested and failed for drugs. She admitted something happened, which I believe goes a long way here. We have so many people deny they use drugs in the court, test them and they're positive, then they finally come clean. She came clean before. Just because she doesn't know who gave it to her, I can see a situation where there's a bunch of random people outside, all just hanging out, part of the same misery, being, evacuated from a hurricane, and then taking something that she's told is meth, and she doesn't even know if it was meth. She shouldn't have done that. I think she understands she shouldn't have done that. That was a horrible mistake. It's not like she has prior. Okay. What
are you asking for?
To reinstate, Your Honor, or court hold this in abeyance and come back and, whatever time the court will see, whatever how the court will handle it. But let her get back on probation. She's been in jail over 400 days altogether.
And there it is, the gavel drop moment. Her probation's revoked. She's getting a year in state jail, but notice the twist the judge gives her. Credit for time already served and plans to help her transition with parenting classes and outpatient treatment. It's that strange mix of punishment and second chance you only really see in Texas courtrooms.
See, we don't have 400 days here in our county, but she's been in jail for quite a bit. And at least since December 24, continuous. Okay. She got more before that, but she's got 10 months continuous now. So I would say that would just be punishment alone and went back on probation. And she also has restitution to pay back.
Anything you'd like to add, Brad?
I mean, I'm sorry I did what I did. I apologize when the
What
last
did you do wrong?
time
What did you do wrong?
I consumed drugs. And then I failed as a mother also. In the last 10 months, I've been horrible. Like I haven't been able to be there for my children. And, you know, it's not, it sucks on them.
How long have you been in jail?
For 10 months, sir.
Anything else? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence supporting this motion to revoke probation to grant it by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, as allegations 3 and 4 have been proven true, as you have voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently admitted to violating those allegations of using illegal drugs and failing to provide verification of performing community service hours as you were required under your probation order. Your probation is hereby revoked and you are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for 1 year. You will be given credit for all time you have served, which means you should be getting out pretty soon. Not immediately. This other case, the 3rd-degree felony of credit or debit card abuse, there is a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that has been filed as of December 30th by the state. What I would prefer is to take care of some things like parenting class or some kind of a drug program that she doesn't go in to as an outpatient thing, for the probation office can come up with and get her going on the family in the right direction. And then we will monitor her on supervision on this 3rd-degree felony and continue with. That's what I envision as a general plan. I would like so to come back in about 3 weeks after y'all talk to each other and the defendant on what is in her best interest and what y'all want to do. Okay. Fine. And the other thing is restitution is owed. I'm going to order that restitution be transferred over to this probation order. It's a few $100s, but it's still restitution, and the victim needs that back. And I want to put that as a condition of probation on this remaining case. Okay? All right. I think I'm covering all the bases. Okay. Thanks, John.
All right.